Look, Jeff, I know, Jeff. I know, now that we're, now that I work with you, it's very difficult for me to find, I gotta make time to make this thing work. We gotta get subscriptions. We gotta get the bits. Jeff, this is tough. It's not easy. You think this is easy. It's not easy. God damn it, Bezos. Listen to me. All right, I got a streak. I think the time's up. I think we ran out of time. And my dog's barking. We have no time for you, Jeff. We'll get back to you. All right, guy. Yeah, we know. We know. Okay, good luck with the drums. Okay, later. Ever since we made affiliate here at the channel, just can't keep Jeff off the horn. Thanks, everybody, for making us finally hit affiliate. Sometime early this morning, I got my little email. It was very fun, very nice. Woo! So you know what that means now. I won't just pander for you to follow. Now you have to subscribe. So that's really cool. We'll shill that shit more later, because honestly, I don't even know what it means fully yet. I know I got some emojis I gotta make. I gotta put some icons together, all that stuff. Hey, look at those bits. Thank you, buddy. I gotta change that. That looks pretty weak. We definitely need to adjust that. Cheers to you. Thank you, Next Level Tabletop. You're fantastic. Couldn't have done this without your help, sir. Hello from Staten Island Hospital. Shouldn't you be COVIDing? Good to see you, Geesh Face. Is the music at a reasonable level? Is it too loud? I can't really tell. It's hard. We're trying a different music thing now. Because this laptop needs some help, so. But I think it's okay. Great. Thank you for joining, everybody. We have quite the menu today, as you can tell. I just jotted this together before, and clearly I was busy all week, so this will not be as in-depth as prior weeks, but educational and fantastic nonetheless. So first and foremost, cheers to everybody for helping out and getting Rebel Vision TV to subscription level, affiliate, Twitch affiliate, super boss level. Much appreciated. Y'all the best. If I could do some kind of cheer, there's probably some kind of like slash cheer I could do. I don't know how to do it. Oh, the bits are pouring in. Thank you, Spidey. See you, the man. I definitely need to fix that. That doesn't look as cool as it should. That should be a cooler thing. We'll fix that. These are things that'll happen. I filled out all the paperwork earlier today, and I didn't get into the nitty-gritty of it. But today, on today's program, we're still in the COVID lockdown, aren't we? So, we're going to... Let me get this mic a little closer. Might be a little bit better. We're clearing through the fridge, all right? Clearing through the fridge. I got some ground beef. I got a little extra ground beef. So I said, fuck it, we're gonna make burgers. I was craving burgers. I was craving everything I can't get out at a restaurant or a bar, and I don't go out to eat for nonsense. Usually it's like bar food, so I'm actually missing like wings, like a burger and a beer, like those kind of things, fries, like that's what I'm missing. So we're gonna make burgers. We're gonna make the burgers I make, which are super delicious and fantastic. Look at that sub. Thank you for the sub. There needs to be some kind of big cheer for the sub. I have to fix that. I'm sorry I didn't do that today. That's the first thing tomorrow morning. Fix these sub alerts. So we're gonna make burgers today, and I wrote in the bottom ultimate burgers because I wrote it somewhere. Because there's many ways to make a burger. There's many ways to cook a chicken. But there's one way to make a burger right. Yeah, but there needs to be a better thing. Yeah, we need an over-the-top subscription yah-yah video or something. We'll fix that. I don't want you cheaped out, okay? Unsub and then resub or something, because we're gonna make that better tomorrow. But still sub. We're gonna make burgers. And I said, we're gonna make great burgers, so we'll talk about the beef. We're gonna talk about rolls. We're gonna talk about roll selection. We're gonna talk about toppings. We're gonna talk about seasoning. We're gonna talk about methods of cooking a burger, and we're gonna talk about sauce or condiments of sorts. That's fantastic. And then I had a copious amount of dried chickpeas in my pantry, so I soaked those overnight, and those are currently cooking on the stovetop because they take about 2 hours the way I do them. So I kicked off those about an hour and a half ago. They're gonna be ready in a little bit. So I'll walk you through what I did with those, and we're gonna make some nice, probably Israeli-style hummus, and we'll talk about the differences in Israeli style to the other kind of style. Since we have all these goddamn chickpeas being cooked, we're going to make a soup, because I'm not gonna make 6 pounds of hummus. We're gonna make a quart or two of hummus, and then we're gonna move on with our day. We're going to make a red lentil soup. We're going to attempt to make a red lentil soup in the style of one of my favorite falafel places that I've ever had falafel at in Brooklyn. It's very simple, very garlicky and delicious, but we're gonna, every time I try to make a red lentil soup, I try to do it in that style. And I think, the more I think about it, they made their falafel fresh from dried chickpeas. I bet you they had a fair amount of dried chickpeas in it. So we're gonna use some of the dried chickpeas with some red lentils and make a red lentil soup. It's gonna be great. And then, for the coup d'etat, I was going to make delicious French fries in the fryer with possibly beef tallow and possibly normal peanut oil. And I was also going to go and make onion rings, because I have onions. I have everything to make onion rings. And when I went to the store today, and then I came home, I did not have the massive thing of oil for my deep fryer. And I don't have enough oil on hand to deep fry properly. I really, really, really fucking wanted onion rings. And I have onions, and I looked into, maybe there's a way to bake onion rings. Maybe you can bake some onion rings. Maybe you could bake an onion ring. And I read a lot of recipes from some trusted sources today. That's not what I wanted. I could do that. I could batter and bake an onion ring, but I know it was going to disappoint me because all I really wanted, let's talk about things I miss eating out, was a crispy, crunchy bit onion ring. But fuck! I don't have the oil, and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. But what do I have? I do have frozen, shitty fries in my freezer, and since we're making burgers, you need to have some kind of fry. That's what we're gonna make, and I'm gonna show you how to take frozen fries, cook them in your oven, and make them a little bit more delicious than they normally would be. Sorry. We'll get to onion rings and French fries. We will do that lesson. I'm sorry, it's not happening now. I wish it was, trust me, but I wasn't going to the store twice just to buy a bunch of fucking oil. 2, let's be honest, make a big mess, okay? Weren't doing that. So, let's start at the top of what will probably take the longest. Maybe, maybe not. Who can say? Let's just get to the hummus, because that is where we're at right now. So, let's bring in camera 2. Scene 2. This is still all working over here. Beautiful. Is this zoomed in enough? No. That's good enough. Okay, so over here, we have a pot of boiling chickpeas. I took 3 cups of dried chickpeas and put them in this container overnight. Filled it up with water and about a teaspoon of baking soda. All right, that's what it sat with overnight. In fact, we're gonna add a little bit more water to that. Baking soda and dried chickpeas overnight. So what the baking soda does, insert science, alkaline, things like that. Essentially, it helps the chickpeas denature faster. They break apart sooner than later. Yes, this is true COVID cooking. So I soaked this overnight, 12 hours plus. You could probably go full day if you wanted. And then I just put them in the pot with fresh water. I dumped that baking soda water, fresh water over the top. And then I threw in a bunch of garlic, herbs. And then I only start to salt my beans when the beans start to get soft. So they're, like I said, they were cooking for about an hour. They're getting to the point where you can mush them in your fingers. They still have some like density to them. So we're not gonna, I salted them a little bit, but we'll test them out and we'll take it from there. So for hummus, we're gonna wait till those are like super mushy is kind of what we want. And for the soup, since the way I'm thinking of the red lentil soup, we're just gonna blend the shit out of it anyway. With these red lentils, which cook pretty quickly. Also, I found in my cupboard, very nice. We're going to just essentially we're going to cook a little, carrot, celery, onion, mirepoix situation with a little oil and garlic, probably lots and lots of garlic. And we'll probably use some ras al hanout seasoning. I like fenugreek, I think that guy used a lot. I don't know why, but I think he used that a lot. And I have some coriander and things like that, and we'll get into those seasonings. when we get to the soup. The soup will go pretty quick. The soup's gonna be a quick. We're gonna boil the shit out of it, and when it's all soft, we're gonna blend it in the Vitamix, and that's gonna be the soup. It's gonna be great. But first, we want to get these chickpeas super soft so we can start, one, pulling out all the herbs and shit I put in here, and two, tossing it in the old Vitamix, the Vitaprep for hummus. I can't fucking think. So while that goes, probably about, let's check on that in, let's call it 20 minutes. 15. Let's call it 15. So first and foremost, cheers to everybody for joining. I don't know if we did this already, but let's do it again. Cheers. Salud. I'm finishing off a rosé that was in the fridge from God knows how long ago. And then we're going to switch to beer because burgers, fries, beer makes sense. The hummus is for later. I'll eat some hummus, but that's not for now. But let's talk about burgers. So when I woke up and I started thinking, you wake up and the first thing you do when you lay in bed, you go, what am I streaming about today? And you think burgers, and you go, fuck, I don't have burger rolls. Fuck, maybe I have some in the freezer. Fuck, I don't. You go, I gotta make coffee, and you make your coffee, and then you go, well shit, I don't want to go to the store, but I probably gotta go to the store anyway. What am I gonna do? Go to the store and buy rolls? And the answer is no. You fucking make your own rolls. That's what you do. You wake up like a goddamn champion, and you make your own goddamn burger rolls. Because that's what you do in the COVID times, okay? These are not potato buns. I wish they were. But nonetheless, they are sesame and super goddamn delicious. Sherry Berry, thank you for now following. Hopefully you are Sherry of Sherry Berry's fame. Who could say? I think I made burger rolls once in my life. And I took those lessons and took them to task on this. So we could talk about these rolls and how I made them and my thinking on them if we have the time, and we will. But I didn't want to buy rolls. I said, fuck it, it's the COVID times. I got time, let's make the rolls. So the rolls were made. Beef. Let's shape and form our patties because the burgers should sit for a minute. And there's something to be said about... Hold on while I yell at my dog. Oh! No. Nah, Bob, we don't do that. Sorry, my dog was attempting to eat the chickens. Beef, burgers, important. Where was I? Beef, burgers. I don't want a turkey burger. When I want a burger, I want a burger. Okay, I want beef. And when I want beef, I want fatty 70-30 beef generally. I don't want like 90-10 lean beef. That's not gonna work. Burger, you need fat. Sorry. This is two different kinds of meat here that I have. And I know it looks a little gray on the one side, but trust me, it's fresh. I defrosted this. This is meat that I had in my freezer from a cow that I purchased a while ago. So I had a pound of ground beef that is grass-fed and delicious, but still like 80-20. And then when I was at the store today, I did make them be very annoying. I was very annoying, and I had them grind me some chuck. So I got a pound of chuck, and then I got the mix of the 80-20. So actually 2 pounds of burger here, just too much. Because if we're gonna talk about the ultimate burger and the best burger, there's a lot of things to talk about. There's a lot of opinions out there, and there's a lot of incorrect opinions, okay? But let's look at these beautiful fucking buns that I made. Okay, let's just take a look for a second. Let's just love on these buns, all right? And also, maybe if you want to know if you want to know the recipe for these buns, this is probably something like I should do, right? Be like, hey, if you want the recipe, here's how you get the recipe. This recipe I modified briefly from King Arthur. Okay, so this is the King Arthur beautiful burger buns recipe. All right, there's not much to it. Very simple. King Arthur's it's not my favorite source for bread making knowledge, but it is a great starting place. Like most recipes, I'll look at some varied places, and then we'll move forward, and adjust accordingly. So this is their basic burger bun recipe. I adapted these a little bit. Very simple recipe. Probably took about 4 hours in total. If I went quickly, it probably could have been done in 4. I let it go a little bit longer. Thank you, Sherry Berry. I think my kitchen's pretty fantastic. Ah, next level. Thank you for that. That is the beautiful burger buns. That's it. But here's the adjustments I made. The lukewarm water, I did about 200 grams. I had about 50 grams of milk that I needed, just like the bottom of a fucking milk carton. Milk in hamburger buns adds a lot of softness, which I was hoping to get, and I think I got. I haven't cut any of these open yet, so I don't even know what the inside's like, but they feel nice. The outside's a little harder than I'd want, but I'm not mad at it. So I substituted about half the water with milk. You could probably go the whole thing with milk if you wanted. The butter I kept the same, the egg the same, flour the same. I cut the sugar in half because I don't want a fucking sweet bun. Quarter cup of sugar seems like a lot. So these are 9, and then I followed the recipe pretty much to a T. I also pulled the yeast back a little bit. A tablespoon's of yeast a lot. I did maybe half of that. But if you need to go quick, just add more yeast. It'll go quick. It'll be a quick banger. So that's it. I just took a little bit of the sugar out and a little bit of the yeast, so I had a little bit more time. And then I butter basted it and put sesame seeds on, and most all of them fell off. So some of them have sesame seeds and some do not. But nonetheless, they are beautiful. They're a little harder than I wanted them to be, but I think they're still very soft overall. I just wanted them to be like pillowy. He doesn't hate the sugar. He just doesn't want it in his potato bun. That's all. Still boiling away on the chickpeas there. Very nice. So when I bake these, I bake them in a pan just like this. And I made them in the actual round that I'm going to make the burgers in. So this is the shape of the burger I'm going to use. And I want my bun to be roughly the same size as my burger. Because what the fuck is worse than getting a bun that's like either huge or small, and then your patty the opposite size? Is there anything fucking worse than that? I'll wait. The answer is no. All right, if you give me a bun that's like this size. You give me a bun that's this size, all right? And then a fucking roll that's this size. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? What is this? You took a fucking old slider roll and put a big ass burger on it? I hate that. I fucking hate that. I want my burger to be properly sized for the roll. All right, so I use the same mold for my burger that I'm going to use for the rolls, and I want to say that it came out pretty nicely. So the other thing I wanted to say, the method I did this was I baked them, when I put them in the tray, I had them almost touching, which is what I wanted here, because and I'll split these. I haven't split these yet. This is exactly what I was looking for. Watch this. When I split it, you see how it comes apart? Wait, let's see. This way? Here. Ready? See how that's like pulling right there? See that softness? Look at that pull. That was beautiful. That's what I want. I want the end to be soft, just like a, if I bought these buns in the store. That's what I want to see. I could put these, look at this. If I fucking bagged this up and fucking put it in a bag and sold it to you, and told you this is artisanal fucking burger buns, what would you pay me for these? Throw it in the chat. What would you pay me for these? 8 artisanal burger buns with house milled flour. Local house milled flour. I bet you I could get like $8 for that. $1 a bun. If that cost me 60 cents, I'd be shocked. Big markup, real nice. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the softness. I wanted the sides. I didn't want it all to be like just a bun of crispy. I wanted the soft sides, just like a real burger. That was really important to me when I was doing these. And I'm really, if anything, I'm glad that's what happened, because you don't want the whole bun to be like this. Is that the best angle? Is this gonna be better? You don't want the whole bun, it's fucking lighting. You don't want the whole bun to be like this all the way around. Okay, so when you're baking it, if you butt them up against each other, you'll get this nice softy soft. It smells so good. I'm very pleased with how that worked out. And I wanted to show you that because that was important to me when I made it. So just follow the recipe, that's pretty easy. Next time I make it, there's probably modifications I would do, but for doing it while I make coffee, I'm not mad at it. Let's stir the chickpeas again. Let's give them a check. They're burrowing. So the other thing you'll notice when you cook the chickpeas, you see this? You'll see the chickpeas and the skins will start to separate from the chickpeas. I don't know if you can, probably don't need to hold it to show you. That seems unnecessarily dangerous. So if you see that, you see how the skin of the chickpea is falling off from the chickpea itself? That's a good sign that the chickpeas are breaking down. And for hummus and for the soup, that's what we want. So we're in good shape with that. How many burgers am I gonna make? Probably 4. So I'm gonna take half of each of the meat, and I'm just gonna mash it together in a bowl, and then we're going to, and yeah, I'm gonna weigh it. So usually, I don't like a huge burger. I usually like a, let's say anywhere from a 4 to 6 ounce burger, and I might go a little heavier because these buns are a little larger than a 4 ounce burger can handle. And I could do a smash, like a double layer, smaller ounce burger, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go for the straight, I wanna say 6 and change. I don't want an 8 ounce burger. It always seems like just too much for me. Just too much. So I'm gonna put all this in here. I'm going to wash my hands again before I start mashing. Okay. And then I'm just going to incorporate, because these are 2 different cuts of meat, right? So I just want to get these all together real quick. And now, don't you dare season it now. That's not what we're doing. If you season it now and add fucking eggs to it, you're an idiot. I know a lot of people like to say, my friend's got a great burger recipe. Oh, does he? Yeah, what's he do? He puts onions, eggs, a little breadcrumb, dried garlic, parsley, and oregano. Oh, wow. So he pretty much took all the shit you have in your cabinet from when you make meatballs and meatloaf and just put it in your fucking burger? That's cool, dude. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Get your shit straight. Get your life right, okay? 2 cuts of beef, put them together. We're gonna make little 5 to 6 ounce steaks. We're gonna grill them like steak, and we're gonna eat them on a bun, all right? That's it. We're not adding bullshit to this. We're gonna add seasoning once it hits the pan, right before it gets in the pan, like a steak. Treat your burger like a steak, all right? You're welcome. So like I said, let's see what like a 6 ounce burger looks like. Maybe a 6.5. I want to go a little bit big. My scale is over here. I'm sorry if you can't see it. Trust me, it's a scale. You're not missing much. All right, let's see what a 6.5 ounce looks like. Just gonna take this plastic and put it on my cutting board so I don't knead up my board. So here's 6.5 ounce. Let's see what that looks like in the mold. Dude, knowledge bombs all day. This is how you make real fucking burgers. If you want to eat your burger with eggs and shit in it, man, you know, you do you. I'm not gonna stop you. And if I come to your house and you're making me a burger and you put all that stuff in it, that's cool too. I'm gonna eat it, and honestly, I'll probably say this is delicious. But what I'm making, when I want the burger, I'm talking about a burger that's like competition level, high fucking level steak, meat, beef. I'm ready to fucking do work, all right? I want to eat it and go, wow, this reminds me of a steak. It's not quite a steak, but it reminds me of a steak. That's looking good. That looks like a nice hearty patty. That's a 6.5. We're gonna stick with the 6.5. I like that number. It seems right. That's 620. So we're just gonna make a couple 6.5 ounce patties, and we're gonna make these in advance. You could do this the day before. You could do this. I'm not gonna make all of these now, but you just, you know, make the patty and then put it in the fridge, and then let them like set up. Let the form take. You know what I mean? Nah, mean? Sherry Berry, thank you. Yes, the kitchen's fantastic. I think it's great. I'm a big fan. That's why it's mine. I love it. Big fan. I mean, it needs improvements, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, that's 2. Someone do math real quick. 6.5 ounce. How many? Oh, look at that! Right on the money. 645. Damn, pretty goddamn good. 650. Beautiful. 6.5 ounce burgers. I don't know what they'll cook down to, but you know, they'll be good. And then we're gonna get into seasoning these burgers. And then I got a little secret for you on the seasoning. You're gonna love this shit. I don't know if I want to really divulge too much about the seasoning, but I do have the source of the seasoning dialed up. And I will, I don't know. I kind of don't even want to divulge, but I've told other people about it, so I might as well do it. It's a secret. Yes, you want to see the patties? I'll show you this one. Let me form this guy. These are nice 6.5 ounce patties, which is probably like as big as I would want it. And also, we're cooking these inside. I didn't bring the outside cam. We're not grilling these. These are not burgers made for the grill. These are burgers that are made for a cast iron pan that's gonna be ripping hot, big sear, big flavor, medium rare kind of vibe. That's what we're looking for. All right? So that's the kind of patty we're looking for. This is what we want. Look at that. Speckled with all that beautiful fat inside, which is gonna make it so charred and crispy. Fuck yeah. What's this little baby burger here? This little 4.5er. This little cute guy. Cute little 4.5 ounce burger. Like, this is what, if I was grilling burgers outside, I'd probably make a 4 ounce burger. 4.5 ounce burger. Because you just hit this on the grill real quick. You know, quick, flip each side. You can see how significantly smaller this one is. But, you know, that's a portion of meat. 6 ounces decadent. 4 ounces, that's a standard portion. But it's pretty thin. We're looking for big dick burgers. Alright? I don't want 8. 8's too thick. It gets too big. So don't get mad at me. Don't message me about how, you know, do I need these anymore? I don't think I do. Don't message me that you need an 8 ounce burger in your life. You don't. Because we're going to make that 6 ounce burger a fucking banger. Alright? So the chickpeas are boiling away. I can tell that also, before y'all got here. Ah, come on. Yeah. Forgot I threw this in there. So, the burgers, that's it. Take them just like that and put them right in the fridge. Just chill them bitches out. Find room. And they're good to go. I put this in the oven, I don't know, about a half hour ago, maybe too long ago. This is roasted garlic. I just took whole garlic cloves, put a little olive oil on it, and just roasted it out. Because I wanted to put some roasted garlic in my hummus. And I didn't have any. Usually I do have a copious amounts, but I just wanted to roast this and have it ready, and there it is. Just like I said, just like I promised. So, let's check on the chickpea situation. See where these are at. Still a little hard, they're getting there. Couple more minutes. Okay, so the burgers are setting up. They're in the fridge. They're getting nice and solid, you know? We'll get to the burgers as we make and assemble burgers. The hummus, we're going to get to soon. The soup we can't make till the hummus is done, and the frozen fries, they're going to go kind of quick. I don't want to, probably 10, 15 on that. So, let's talk hummus for a second. So, hummus is essentially chickpeas and tahini with lemon, garlic, olive oil, and a bunch of other shit. But essentially, it's chickpeas and tahini. There's a lot of different types of tahini. Tahini is only ground up sesame paste. That's all it is. Does this thing have autofocus? What the fuck? Autofocus is garbage on that thing. We gotta get rid of this camera. Donate now to buy new cameras. This tahini, that's reverse. This tahini is just ground up. There's no lights. What kind of production is this? It's just ground up sesame seeds, okay? It just makes a sesame paste. And about this much is oil, and the rest is solid sesame seeds. So you gotta shake the shit out of it and use it. Now, if you read certain recipes online, specifically Michael Solomonov's of Zahav fame, he makes a fantastic hummus at his Israeli-focused restaurants. And he has a tahini brand that he endorses / is a partner in. And I picked that up and used it. Now he has another step. Yes, the chickpeas are essentially a vehicle for olive oil and garlic. You're correct, but it's actually a vehicle for tahini. The amount of sesame seed paste that fucking restaurants and like people who make tahini, Israelis and every country has their own kind of hummus. Like it's different, really, country to country. They put so much goddamn tahini in it. And last time I did it, I followed the Israeli recipe, which has so much tahina. Now tahina is when an Israeli would take the tahini, which is the ground sesame paste, and make a separate paste out of it with a bunch of garlic and lemon juice. It's usually a little thinner, and you could serve it. It's almost like what like a street cart in New York would use as a white sauce. It's the closest thing to that, but they're not. They're certainly not using sesame seeds in their white sauce, but it's like that. It's in that vein. And that's what he uses in the Israeli hummus. I think, from what I've checked, that seems right. So I have some of that left over from last time I made hummus, so we're going to use that. But he uses, honestly, probably like 5 times as much as this. So we're going to use some of this, and if we need more, I got this other brand new tahini that I haven't touched. It's been in my cabinet for a while. So we can dip into this if we need it. I'm hoping we don't. Because last time I made it, it was so tahini heavy. I hope this one I can make a little bit more chickpea heavy. I got the roasted garlic, so once this cools down, we'll peel it out of its situation here, and then we'll start using that. Yeah, let's just start peeling this, and then we'll once we have all this ready, the chickpeas may be ready, and it'll be good. So this is a good time for questions. You know, if the class has any questions, you know, could answer your questions. I'd say take a phone call, but that might blow up the audio. I don't know. We could try it. 843 Rebel TV if you want to try it. No promises that it works. That works downstairs in the studio, not really up here as well. So this is just garlic cloves, like I said, roasted in the oven, 450 for, I don't know, till you smell it. Nice and soft. Just eat this shit like butter if you want. Raw garlic in hummus. Raw garlic as a whole tends to be a little, not spicy, but astringent. So having garlic oil, which I make all the time and usually have, is what I would use, the roasted garlic. But this will work if you got the time to throw these in the oven. I'll probably throw a little fresh garlic in, but you don't want all fresh garlic. You want to mix the layers of flavor, you know what I mean? The other thing I should do is toast some bread, because I don't have any pita. But I do have some nice bread that could use a little toasting. Whoa! Garlic bomb. Squirter. We got a squirter! Alright, so that's, you know, the amount of garlic. You don't come here for recipes. I don't know if that's why you're here. You should leave now. The amount of garlic is up to you. You can put fucking 6 pounds of garlic in, and you can use a little bit of garlic. That's how much I managed to wrangle. That's what we're using. I'm going to throw a clove of fresh or 2 in there, and it's going to be great. And usually I also would use my food processor. Processor. But today we're going to use my Vitamix, because I haven't used that yet, and I think that'll make a really smooth, delicious situation. So, checking on the chickpeas again, just giving it a little stir. Also, in the first hour or so when you cook these chickpeas, you got a nice big layer of scum on top. Pull that shit off. You don't have to, but it's going to give you a much more, much better situation overall. These are really soft. You could eat these right now as like a side dish. I would and have. But I'm going to salt them a little bit more, give them a little bit of salt. And the other thing I'm going to do, since we're making, again, this is why I don't easily make tacos, because when I make tacos, you got to make 2 or 3 salsas, and you got to be ready to eat tacos all week. So let's think. I'm making a batch of hummus. I'm making some kind of Middle Eastern fucking soup. You know, I'm going to be eating Middle Eastern vibes. So I have some beet puree that I had from 1 episode ago, or 2, whatever it was. I had some roasted beets that needed to go down. And I have some feta that needs to be used. It's really delicious. So I'm just going to whip the feta and the beet together. I guess in the Vitamix, because I'm going to use it anyway. I just got feta all over the place. I hope everyone caught that. That was great. Because this fetta's got to get used. It's not young. It's not bad. It's just not young. So we're going to dump that feta water. Covered in feta cheese. Fantastic. Alright, so we're just going to throw the feta in there. There's feta cheese all over the microphone and the gear and the equipment. That's great. We do a little feta cleanup here. And I'm just going to whip this up with some of these beets. Because I don't know what the hell else to do with it. And beets and feta sounds like something a Greek restaurant would have. So let's just throw that in there. Let's just whip it up and let's just see what happens. And if it sucks, we won't use it. I don't think it'll suck though. Probably need some seasoning. I happen to have some Greek oregano here, which I will throw in. That sounds like it would also be good. I'm open to suggestions. Well, that was a lot of goddamn oregano. Okay, didn't mean to use that much. Well, it's going to be an oregano dip now. And perhaps a little olive oil in it would be a good idea. Especially with all that oregano now. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, can I dilute that somehow? Sometimes you put some oregano in. You know, we're just going to go with it, dude. We're just doing it. Okay? A little olive oil in there. Just going to blitz it up and see what happens. Again, if it sucks, we're going to rinse it. We're going to use the Vitamix anyway. It's not a big deal. Ah, that's red. Alright, so you know, let's see if this dip works. It may not. This is fridge cleaning. This is COVID times. I mean, that looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's delicious. Use a little pepper. I need something else though. The oregano's almost not too much, but it definitely needs something else. A little powdered garlic might work, just because it's so, like, it's so cheesy and fatty. The oil in there might work out pretty well. Let's save the roasted. Ah, fuck it. We'll throw a roasted clove in. Let's give that another hit real quick. I think it's gonna be great. I think that's fantastic. That's like a weird feta dip. Like that would need some spice for me. Like I would like some spice in that. But I'm not mad at that at all. Beet feta fucking oregano dip. That'll stain the shit out of anything it touches. All right, boom. Not mad at that at all. So now, when you're eating hummus all week and you're fucking sick of it, you bust out the feta dip and you're good to go. You got a little variance. Because I'm not putting beet in my hummus. I guess you're good. That's not what we're doing. All right. Let's rinse out the Vitamix. Clean it out. Fantastic. And this is ready to go. Alright, so we'll let that drain. And then we're going to make it a hummus. This is good though. I'm not mad at that. Definitely need some bread. Let's grab that bread and toast it up. Oh yeah. Right here. Alright, real nice. Just throw these in the oven. Got the oven on 450 right now because we're going to put in the frozen fries later. Alright, let's go. I'm getting hungry here. Let's get this shit up. Let's get this goddamn show on the road. These beans are getting there. I mean, it's hard for me to explain to you how soft they're. The skins have completely separated from them. okay? Which is a good sign. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can make this happen. So the skins have completely separated from the chickpeas, okay? So you can see... You can see the skins are separating from the chickpeas, and then the chickpeas kind of mush pretty easily. Just give them a little press, a little resistance, not bad. So maybe 5 more minutes. They're soft. They got a great flavor. The spices come through on them, which is nice. Yeah, that's really good. Usually I don't put, should eat that. Usually I don't put the, all the herbs in there. But that's a big move. Definitely do that. I don't know why the hell I never did that. So let's just say 5 minutes on this and those will be perfect. Okay? Excuse me, just enough time to ramble about lettuce as a burger topping. Okay? I don't give a shit if you like lettuce or not. You're putting it on your burgers. It's texture. It's not there to eat. I mean, it's there to eat, but it's not there for you to enjoy and go, man, this lettuce is really good. I got iceberg lettuce here. I got green leaf lettuce here. And I got red leaf lettuce here. Okay? I got 3 different kinds of fucking lettuce. Alright? Because we don't fuck around. You want your lettuce to be crisp and delicious, okay? So for that, you need to let it sit in cold water. Ice cold water. Throw ice in there, throw cold water on there, and just let it sit. It will re-crisp. If your lettuce is looking a little limp dick, it'll re-crisp. Real nice. And all you gotta do is dry it off. So help me God if you don't dry off the lettuce. Give me any kind of lettuce application with wet lettuce, and I will throw it back in your face. Give me a soggy salad or a fucking burger with just dripping like this. Just this on a fucking burger, just dripping. What are you doing? What kind of savage are you? Dry your lettuce. You're feeding me. You don't have enough time to just dry the lettuce? Are you that busy? I judge you harshly in your lettuce usage. Alright. This garlic's ready for hummus town. Let's just get this going ready for the hummus. Okay, so we're gonna throw all the roasted garlic in for the hummus. Okay? We're gonna throw all of this tahini, which has a little bit of lemon. Actually, a lot of lemon and a lot of garlic already in it, but we're just gonna use this whole fucking thing. And again, this almost looks like hummus because there's so much lemon, garlic, and tahini, and this is a, you know, it's nice. It's like it's good texture. Yeah, it just tastes so much like sesame seeds. It's so goddamn good. Wow. So I think that's. I hope this is gonna be enough. I guess we'll see when we add the chickpeas. Then we're gonna need to season aggressively with authority. Yeah, that's good. We're going to season it very aggressively with salt and pepper, and no pepper yet. A little paprika. You can use cumin if you like a cumin. I like a little cumin. I'll throw a little cumin in there. Whole seed. Should probably grind it up, but I'm not. I'll just put the whole seed in. Should toast it, but I'm not. And this is about 2 more minutes on this, let's call it. And then we'll pick out the herbs. And then we'll make, we'll put a copious amount of that into here. And then we're going to, shit, I didn't think ahead. I want to cook a little soup base in there. So what we'll do is this. In an effort to not make a million dishes, we will take all of that, pour it into here. And as we sort out the herbs and the shit that's in there, we'll start sweating down the soup base, which essentially is going to be this onion, this half an onion, this carrot, these celeries, and that's just going to be it. So again, this is going to get all blended up in the blender, or hand blender if you have it. So don't worry about your cuts here. Just, rough chop. Celery leaves and all is fine. And we're just gonna cook, cook all this down. Trying to be more conscious of my extra cam. Just gonna cook all this shit down with the spices I have. The turmeric, the fenugreek, the ras el hanout. And then we're just gonna throw in all the excess chickpeas that we do not use in the hummus. And then these red lentils, which cook fairly quick. Full blast, 15-20 minutes, blend it up. It's gonna be beautiful. And probably vegan. Because I would use chicken stock normally if I was just gonna make a soup, but this isn't gonna need it because, here's a lesson. Here we go. That liquid that the chickpeas cook in, and if there's any vegans or vegetarians here, you should know this. It has a name in that community, and they call it, what do they call it? Free gift for someone who could name what they call it without looking it up. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is aquafaba is what it's called. So this chickpea liquid is called aquafaba. And some really crusty vegans will use it as a can't fucking think, as a substitute for egg whites. That's right, egg whites. So in the pan right now, we're just heating up that pan that we cooked the chickpeas in, and we're just gonna throw this mirepoix in. Celery, carrot, onion, very basic, nothing crazy. Pan's already ripping hot, is what we want. Okay, just want to get a little color on that. Just let that go. Pinch of salt, that'll be nice. So the aquafaba they use as a fake egg white replacement. Real weird. I guess you could whip it up or something like that. Real bizarre shit. Not my scene. Not what I want to do. So I'm just going to go through here and pick out the bulk, like there's some stems of thyme and rosemary. Just the big shit. If the rosemary's going to be in there, it's okay. Like the sage, the big chunks of shit. The woody stuff. Don't go crazy. The bay leaf, we don't want that. We don't want to blend that up. All right, this is looking good. And we're going to use this aquafaba, this chickpea bean liquid, for the soup base also. But right now, this is almost like an Italian, well, not Italian, it's just like a basic, thyme, we can see this, right? Nice. Thyme, rosemary, sage, kind of like, chicken vibe, for lack of a better word. Let's give that a shot, see how it tastes. That broth is delicious. That's going to make a fantastic soup. And honestly, I don't know how up until this moment today, I never thought that guy at Heights Falafel in Brooklyn, shout out Heights Falafel, that's definitely what he used to make a soup. I'm very excited to see where the soup goes. So, we have in here the seasoning, the tahina, and some garlic. So let's just get straight chickpea up in here. I don't know, maybe half of this. So this is 3 cups dried. I mean, there's a lot. We're gonna make a lot of hummus here. Oh, found a stem. So maybe half of this. A lot of solids. 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 heaping boys. 6. That looks good. And then we use the rest of this. Maybe like I'll pull off like a little bit of this. Let's work out of here. I'll probably pull off like a small pint of that just to have in the fridge. Cooked chickpeas ready to go for whatever I might need. I might be cooking something later this week, like a tomato sauce or a pasta, and be like, oh, fuck it, let's put some chickpeas in here. Or if I decide to make some fucking rolls again, you go, oh, fuck it, let's throw some chickpeas in here. You know, if you made it and spent the time, it's flavorful and delicious, we don't need to use the whole thing. We use the most of it in the soup, but not the whole thing. I'm just gonna let this cool off a little bit before I blend it. I don't want it to like crack my blender any more than it already is. But let's get into seasoning this this soup here. So I have fenugreek, which I always thought that dude used in his soup, but I could be wrong. This is ground. Usually I have whole, which smells like maple syrup to me. I've never had the ground, so let's see what this smells like together. Yeah, that smells Middle Eastern. We're gonna use some of that. And again, we're gonna use the method where we bloom the spice. It's still heavy on that. We're gonna bloom the spice in there, okay? So you cook the ground or the whole spices in with the oil, so they bloom, so they become super flavorful in that oil, all right? So that, maybe a pinch of coriander, just because I have it here, that seems right. That seems in the wheelhouse, just a little bit, a couple seeds. And again, we're gonna blend this, so don't sweat the seeds. You could grind it if you want, if you got that kind of time. Let's also put a pinch of cumin for two of them. Pretty sure he has a fair amount of cumin in his. And then this ras al hanout, which is a old Middle Eastern term. You know those, you ever see those pictures of the Middle Eastern markets where they got all the seasoning like lined up in rows and rows and rows? That spice shop would make their own special blend, and they still do today. And they used to call it ras al hanout. And that's what this is. And this just says organic spices, including paprika and turmeric, organic rose petals. I don't smell rose, which is good because I probably wouldn't like this otherwise. I'm gonna put some of that in here because it's in that vibe. Generally, it's like a mix of all the top level. You know, you would go to one spice shop, and if you liked that spice house, you know, you would trust that dude because you liked his ras al hanout. So if you lived in the Middle East somewhere, or Lebanon, or you know, any of those countries that have those markets, they all have their own version of a ras al hanout. Every spice shop. They all got their own. And some people are like, I don't like that ras al hanout. I like that ras al hanout. It's almost like, you know, in New York, you go to some place, I don't like their red sauce. I like that Jimmy's red sauce. It's like that. But they cook over there, they have more pride in their food than we do. So we're just gonna let this bloom over here. Let this keep going until that gets really fragrant. Then we're gonna toss the red lentils and all of the chickpea liquid and some of the chickpeas in there, and it'll be good to go. So now we're gonna let this hummus rip, okay? We're probably gonna need to adjust the seasonings as we go. Oh yeah, we burnt that. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, so we burnt the bread. It's not a big deal. I'll show you how we could salvage that. Look at that, it's gonna be great. We're gonna blend this shit up now. That's what I'm worried about. So let's do that. Lid. If you have a food processor, you could use a food processor. I do, but the Vitamix is here, and it's going to make good, quick work of it. So I start on low and blast it. So let it rip. Yeah, baby. Texture on that looks absolutely amazing. I want to try it, and I want to try it with this bread. But look, I fucking burnt it. Oh no. Just cut off the burn. You're gonna be great. Look at that. Beautiful. All this shit. Get out of here. We'll save these. We'll eat those. Probably eat these. I have more bread. I'm not hard up for bread, but I wanted just a light toast, but we burnt the shit out of it. It's fine. That's the spirit. Be hungry. So let's try this hummus. See what I've got. The other thing in Israel, at least, they eat hummus hot. Not hot, warm. Oh yeah. These spices are bloomed quite well. Smelling really good. I'd like to deglaze that with something. The bottom's getting a little, not burnt, but scorched. I have lemon juice. That sounds right. I have jarred shitty lemon juice. That actually sounds perfect. Hey, where'd my music go? I bet you he used shitty jarred lemon juice in his thing. I have no shame in using that. Oh. Hello? Hummus test. Right. Let's try it. See the texture on that? You can dip right into it. Lots of chickpea. Seasoning's real nice. So I have this red pepper paste that's from a Middle Eastern market. But this seems like a great use of it. I'm gonna try it again. Make sure it's not too hot. I think it's really delicious. Hello. How are you? Special guest roaming the hallways here at the studios. Okay, so this is ready. Let's just get this going. This soup is ready to go. So scrape down the walls. Get all that crusty shit off the side. Okay. Let's add all of the chickpea liquid. Okay, real beautiful. Let's add a couple scoopy scoops of the chickpea. Let's see what a pint of chickpeas on the side looks like. Maybe we'll throw the rest in the soup. There you go. Side of chickpeas. The rest. To the soup gods. I'm really excited because honestly, I think this is exactly how that dude made his fucking soup. Seasonings might be a little off, but I think the seasonings I actually got right when I made the soup previously. So we might be in the wheelhouse. Here's hoping. Alright, so that's going. We're gonna mop this right here real quick. We're gonna dump these red lentils in. Maybe not all. Maybe like half. Half of those red lentils. Probably about a cup red lentil maybe. Red pepper paste in here. What do we think about that? This hummus is delicious. You could easily put more tahini in, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I like where that's at. It's very chickpea forward. I like it a lot. So what I'm going to do is this, so I don't ruin the whole batch. You know what it does need though? It definitely needs more olive oil. The texture could... Fuck! Fuck! So feta and hummus all over the floor. This is great. It's really good. It's a very Middle Eastern floor situation here right now. Olive oil. A lot of it. So like maybe like a half cup to a cup. Start with a half cup. Yeah. So now that we got the oil in there, let's just try that again. Much smoother texture this time. There you can see it. This texture is much smoother. Yeah. Good. So I'm gonna pull out, that much of it. There's a pint. There's probably pint plus in here left. So let's do this. I'm gonna dine on it tonight with my burger on the side. I'll have a little hummus and veggie. So I'll make just a little hitter. Okay. But now I want to add a copious amount of this red pepper paste. I want to make it peppery and spicy and delicious, but not all of it, because I don't know really how it's going to turn out. I've never used this in the hummus. So let's fire it up one more time. Let's see see where we get. Needs a little more liquid, so I'm just gonna pull. Like a spoon or two. Hey, you know what? This is actually great. I'll use the red pepper spoon, give a little red pepper hitter to the soup, and throw a scoop or two of the juice just in there. Loosen it up. Add a little red pepper paste to the soup. That makes sense. A little juice in here to get it going. Where's the guy? There you go. There you go. Just need a little coaxing. That's what I want to see. Happy little trees. Yeah. It's very temperamental. Very thick. Maybe a couple pulses. A quick pulse. Okay. I mean, it's definitely redder. This looks like roasted red pepper hummus, but it looks delicious either way. Okay. So boom, boom. Let's pull this out. I'll show you what this looks like. It's just a bat. There, you can see. This is bright orange, bright red. Some harissa would be nice in here. I mean, you could put anything in your hummus. You can go real stupid American on it. Put like spinach and artichoke and dumb shit like that in there. Cheese. You know, you can go crazy. Broccoli. You don't need to, but you can. Okay, I like that. That looks good. That was goddamn good to me. Okay, I'm gonna take the excess that's in here. Kind of put it right in the middle of that. Okay. And boom, baby. The hummus is done. Okay? Really goddamn good. I'm not lying. I like the Salmonov method with all the hummus and all the tahini in there, but oh, really good. Okay. There's more work to be done. I will now rinse out this Vitamix so it doesn't become a goddamn disgusting mess. So give me a moment while I rinse, please. I don't think we need this for anything else tonight. But clean as you go, that's what they say. All right, just a quick little rinse here. Get the bulk of the shit out. How's my soup going? Is it boiling? I can look at the screen. At least it looks like it's boiling. Soup is going fantastic. As anticipated. Clean your Vitamix. Okay. Sorry while I rinse. Watch me rinse. Watch me nay-nay. Watch me rinse. Okay. Let me clean this thing. This is disgusting. It's covered in feta cheese and hummus like my goddamn floor. Alright. Okay. A little bit more sanity here. Looking good. Let me put this beet shit away before I stain everything with it. The burgers are setting up nicely in there. Looking really good. This soup is going well. I bet you I can add a little water to this. It's going to be very thick. So in fact, you could use chicken stock, but we're just going to use water because this is so flavorfully. This is so much full of delicious flavors right now. We could dilute it with a little water. It's going to be all right. I'd cover that right now. I don't know why I say. Where's the lid? Come here, fucker. Close. All right. That's the lid. That's going to go. Let's check on that in 10. Let's bread can get out of the way. We can put these hummuses away. Hummus 2 ways right there. Boom. Hummuses for the week. Fantastic. 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 Here. All right. Wash my hands and get right back on target. Where were we? What are we talking about? All right. Hummus, done. Soup, almost done. And yes, we do need the Vitamix again. I'm an idiot. That's all right. Burgers and fries. Shitty frozen fries we're going to take to the next level. But let's talk burgers for a minute. Let's talk burgers for a moment. I like to layer my ultimate burger, okay? Patties are chilled and set. Patties are ready to go. They're ready to party with everybody. We're gonna fry those up in a second. BRB. Let's talk about getting everything ready for the burger. Because once the burgers are made, we're gonna be ready to eat. You don't wanna be making your burger, pulling it off, and then sitting around cutting onions and getting all your shit ready. Get your shit ready so you can eat when it's done, all right? The oven's on 450 because we're gonna put the shitty frozen fries in there. We'll get to that part. I'm not excited about it, but we're gonna get to it. Let's talk about toppings on the burger, okay? Today, we're going to use the lettuce. We talked about that. The lettuce is chilling out and getting comfy. All right, let's keep this here so we don't forget. The lettuce is getting ready to go. All right. Onions. Mixed reactions when you tell people you're putting onions on their burger. I don't give you a lot of options. When I'm making a burger, 9 out of 10 times, I'm putting an onion on it. If I had some really nice red onion, which I do, I sometimes like a big slab of onion. Hey, Twin Light, what's up, buddy? You're just in time to hear me wax poetic about burgers yet again and how deliciously pure they should be. Yes, onion should be on every burger. You're goddamn right. So, like I said, we got to segue into burgers, so you gotta get ready. You gotta get your beers ready. We're gonna be drinking a lovely cane head high here. Onion should be on every burger. I agree. But you know, there's great places where you can have a delicious burger, and yeah, dude, I was thinking about burgers last week, like every day, and that's kind of why I was like, I'm gonna make burgers. I'm gonna make burgers. And then Monday, I wanted a burger, and I was like, just make them Wednesday. Save it for Wednesday. And now we're here, so I'm very excited about the burgers. So cheers, let me pour some head high here, we can chat. So onions, I have a couple different ways I like to have onions. If I'm grilling my burger outside, and I got a nice char from the grill on it, I'm gonna want like a big slab. Like I'll take a half an onion, or a whole onion, and just a big old slab. I'll pop out the middle and give me 2-3 big fat onion rings on it. I'm all about it. Hey, subscription. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. You the best. For this burger, however, I'm going to go a little bit different route. I'm going to go with like, I don't know what slice you call this, but this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to slice them up kind of like this, all right? And, you know, just like shreds, like onion shreds. Like, but, you know, I don't know what you would call this. There's a cut for this. whatever, just shreds of onion, right? This is a yellow onion, nothing crazy. And, you know, maybe 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. And I'm just gonna give them a quick soak, because I think that's important. I think that's a huge reason why people hate onions on burgers. I don't mind a raw onion on a burger, don't get me wrong. But I think when you're eating with people who go, I don't want onions on my burger. It's because they're having a burger that's not been, they're having onions that haven't been soaked. Just a little soak. Warm water's good, cold water's good, whatever. Just give them a soak, and it'll get some of that aggressiveness, for lack of a better term, off. So what I'm going to do today, I think this is going to be a great method. I don't even think I've done this. I feel like I must have. Ah, yes. Hell yes. Yes, yes, yes. Friends, friends, friends. So these onions, here's the method I'm going to do. I'm going to start cooking the burgers in a cast iron pan. When I go for the flip, and I go for the cheese, once it gets cheesed up, before it gets cheesed up, I'm going to put the onions on top and then lay the cheese on top of the onion. Because I want them to be not steamed onions, not charred onions, but just kind of like, burger essence onions. Does that, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm feeling today. Sometimes I want a raw onion. Onion's a big part of the burger. Some days you want a burger. When I think about a burger, I honestly think about the condiments and what I want with that. I want crisp ass lettuce. I got a couple different types today. We're gonna see where we end up. Probably with green and red leaf mix. I want onions. I'm gonna do it under the cheese. I want a blanket of cheese with the melty with the onion. I think it's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. I also have some burger sauce. I have some burger sauce, which is essentially McDonald's special sauce. What's that? Thousand Island dressing? No! It's not Thousand Island dressing. If anything, it's closer to French dressing. And how do I know that? I don't know if you're even fucking ready for this, okay? Here's the sauce of what it looks like. I'll tell you what's in it. But you gotta commit. We gotta talk about this. Look. I found on the dark web a place. There's a place on the dark web that has a treasure trove of information. This is a list of all McDonald's production methods from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay? I don't even want to let you know where this is. They tell you how to make everything from McDonald's. Everything. I mean fucking everything. Look at this list. Regular burgers, quarter pounders, cheeseburgers, McDLTs. Remember those? Filet of fish, McRibs, how they do their eggs, how they make their milkshakes. Hot cakes. How the methods of everything. All beef patties, searing the beef patty, seasoning your burgers, toasting the buns, the pickles, everything they use. Fantastic. Do I love McDonald's? No. I can't even remember the last time I ate at McDonald's. But, what's his name? Ray McDonald? Mr. fucking Croc himself? That dude figured out what people liked in burgers. Alright? So what do I use this for? Well, like I say, any recipe, you go find a recipe, you modify it, you modify it. I look at what he makes his special sauce with, and there you go. That's the recipe, baby. Boom. Screenshot it. There's your recipe. That's exactly what I have over there. And the interesting thing that's in this is that he uses not one, but 2 different kinds of relish. And I've made burger sauces multiple times. I'm telling you, it makes a fucking difference. I use a little bit more of each. But, the sweet and the dill. Did you even know there was 2 kinds of relish? Is relish used for anything other than fucking burgers? I mean, hot dogs? No. Apparently, it was made specifically for Big Mac special sauce, and that's what I put on my burger. Now, if I don't have this treasure trove of information, and I couldn't make a Big Mac special sauce, what would I use? Mayonnaise. Why mayonnaise? I don't like mayonnaise. No. Mayonnaise is fantastic, and it works in a burger as a tool. It's not a condiment. You don't want The In-N-Out special sauce is different. I bet you it's very similar, but it's a little bit different. It tastes different to me. McDonald's one is much sweeter. All of McDonald's shit means sweet, especially from reading that recipe book. In-N-Out is just delicious and good, so I don't know. This soup is looking good. We're just gonna let that go until we blend it more. So just let that rip. The mayonnaise or the special sauce is gonna serve, because you have to think about the end result, okay? Take your bun. When you cut it in half and you smell the inside, you go, fuck yeah, that's great. How do we make this better? You gotta think about how it's layered. You gotta think about the construction. It's very important. If you put the lettuce on the bottom and a burger and mayo on that and a burger on top and you try to eat it, it's gonna fall apart. You're gonna look like an asshole. Don't look like an asshole. Cut the bun and you put the sauce on the bottom of the bun. So the fat from the burger meshes with the fat of the mayo and the special sauce and just makes this layer of goop. You don't want a lot of mayo, you don't want a lot of sauce. You just want a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay? And then the burger goes directly on top of that, and then you can go high to the fucking sky with everything else. So in this instance, it's going to be bun, special sauce, meat patty, onions enrobed in American cheese, lettuce. If you had ketchup, you could apply ketchup to the top bun, and then boom. Or mustard. Some people fucking do that. And pickles. Let's not forget pickles. I have two different kinds of pickles here. I have bread and butter pickles, which are delicious and sweet. And I have these organic kosher dills, which I've never had from Whole Foods. We're going to pop these, try these. They didn't have the chips. We're just going to cut this up. We're going to make our own chip out of it using the old chip knife. Subscribe today to a level 3 tier and get your free chip knife. Okay? Look at that. Cuts real nice fucking chips. Beautiful. Yeah, that'll work. You don't want the pickle to be overpowering. You want the pickle to just be a pickle. You want that vinegar, salty hit. That's what you want the pickle for. Thank you for joining everyone who's here. I can't quite see who's in. I only see the chatters. So make sure you chat, say hello, make friends, subscribe, tip, bits, all those things. Okay. These pickles are looking ripey ripe and delicious. We have the sauce ready to go. We have the pickles ready to go. The onions we're going to drain off and then just put right on the burger on top and then enrobe it in cheese. Cheese! I have a couple different kinds of cheese in there, but American cheese is the only way to fly. Usually I'd get Land O'Lakes. I don't know why I have these single garbage cheeses, but I do. We're going to use a white and a yellow on each. But I like cheddar cheese. I want to put cheddar cheese on it. Not on my burger. You want a fucking rodeo burger with onion rings and barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese and a bunch of other bacon and eggs and shit? You go make a burger. Keep it off my plate. It's not what I want. Not what I'm looking for. You make that. Serve it to me. Maybe it's good. I don't know. But that's not what I'm making. I am a burger purist. Correct. I believe in the integrity of a burger. Just improved. Okay? So we got the onions ready. We might need a little bit more onion. I'm not sure. But I have this weird quarter of an onion here. So we're going to cut it anyway. I'd rather have more onions ready than not have the proper onion ratio for my burger. Okay, so we got the burger, we got the onions ready, we got the cheese, we got the pickles, we got the sauce, we got the sesame seed buns that we made. We're gonna drain off these lechugas. That's the lettuce for the gringos. Okay, this is a green leaf hunk a red leaf hunk, and some iceberg. Now, honestly, if you wanted to be like the keto kid right now, and you didn't have any rolls, you could just make a burger salad. You could just take all of this, all of these lechugas, double up on the onion, triple down on the pickles, maybe add some cucumbers if you want to be an animal. Throw some whole tomatoes in there, and make yourself a little burger salad. What kind of dressing? Oh, it's right here. Just a little scoop of that and toss it around. You got yourself a little burger salad. But not tonight, baby. Tonight we're going full ham. Full ham beast. Try the shit out of that lettuce. Don't you dare give me wet lettuce. We're gonna try that even again. That's crispy and beautiful. That's right where we want it to be. That's fucking fantastic. Okay? Let me clean this, I don't know why I put soap in here. I'm an idiot. We gotta blend the soup. You dope. You big dope. Look, the soup is a bonus anyway, alright? You're getting so much goddamn good info here. You should be grateful. You people should be grateful. You should be thanking me. Pickles ready, cheese ready, onions ready, lettuce ready. I got ketchup. Maybe we'll do layer ketchup on top. Who could say? Probably not. But if it is, again, it's a small little layer. Only for sweetness. It's only a little sweet hit. If you had really nice tomatoes, I'd put a tomato on there, but guess what? There's no good tomatoes, I checked. There's some shite tomatoes. I'm not wasting my time with shitty tomatoes. Ain't nobody got time. Okay? So what are we missing? We're missing the burgers. Shit. Another mess. Real messy. We're missing the burgers, but the burgers are going to go pretty quick. The thing that's going to take the longest is, sadly, the frozen fries. I wish I was doing a proper lesson on French fries and onion rings, because all I really wanted today, when I was thinking about these burgers, was a fucking fatty onion ring on it. And how sad was I when I got home and realized I had no oil. But I have a bag of onion ring. I had a bag of French fries that are frozen. But what's wrong with these fries? The problem with these fries is that they were in my freezer. I don't know where these came from. They're truffle fries that are frozen. I would never purchase this. But this is what we're eating. This is what we're stuck with tonight. We're eating fucking shitty truffle fries. Shitty truffle flavored fries, because you can't not have a fry with your burger. Alright? This is where we are. This is COVID times! It's hard out here in the COVID times. It's really hard. Sometimes you gotta eat a truffle fry. It's fucking sad, dude. So, I don't even know what they suggested you do. What do they tell you to do? 425? We're at 450. Crank it up. Hotter. Hotter the better. We want to burn all the truffle flavor off if we can. Grease that sheet down. Get yourself a big boy pan. I'd tell you where to get this, but I'm not going to tell you right now, because next time, I mean, they could be really good. I know this brand is good, so I wouldn't be surprised if the fry themselves is pretty good. But, come on, the truffle flavoring in here, it says foraged black summer truffles, but, come on, let's see. Let's go to the ingredients. Natural flavor. It actually has no... I'm actually shocked by this. I pulled back my rant. There's no truffle oil in here. I thought this was going to be covered in truffle oil. It has straight up dried truffles. Again, not what I want with my burger, but we're doing it. Okay, it's gonna cook the whole bag. What's it suggest? Like 20 minutes probably? Full bag, 24 minutes. So again, get yourself one of these big ass sheet pans. I'm not even gonna tell you where to buy it yet because I don't have the links ready. Next time, I'll have links ready so you could click to buy and then I get a little piece of the money. Dump out your fucking fries. And then just, give them space. The important thing is giving frozen shit space. So you want this big boy pan, you want a single layer, and you want space because they're frozen as fuck, and they're gonna steam once that shit gets in the oven. All right. So there we go. Space. And the oven's been raging hot since I started ranting, so we're just gonna throw it right in. Start the clock. 20 minutes. This soup has got to be beautiful by now. Let's take a look. As long as the red lentils are cooked through, we can blend. They are definitely cooked through. This is ready to go. I'm just going to let that cool for a second, then we'll dump it in the Vitamix and blast that, and then boom, you got a soup for the week. You got a soup for the week. You got hummus for the week. You got a rogue fucking container of chickpeas, all right? I got a bonus feta beet dip that just came out of nowhere because it was in my way in the fridge. Where are you getting better information than here? You're not. You're simply not. All right, so we want to. If I had the cameras outside, I would set up my cast iron pan outside. Clearly, that is not the case. You want this cast iron pan to be hot, hot, hot. Okay, and it's gonna make a lot of smoke. And per usual, the fire alarms may go off. But it's okay. I'm gonna get all this shit out of here, okay? The hummus can stay, this can go in the fridge, this is gonna go in the fridge. Because honestly, I'm hungry. And once this shit's done, I'm cutting and I'm eating. I ain't got time. No mukbanging today, alright? Burgers look beautiful in there. I'm just gonna give like 3 minutes on those fries, then it'll be 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna fire the pan up because the burgers will take about 4 minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes aside. We'll be good to go. Let's get the let's get these rolls like ready-ish, right? Let's pick the ones with the most sesame seeds, so it's more proper. Those look good. Those look good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get like a little platter of sorts. I got a little platter here. Didn't I have, yeah, here it is. Just like your favorite place. Yeah, all right. So, just gonna cut through these. This is the first time I'm cutting into these buns I made, so let's hope for the best. Okay. Let's take a look together, everybody. Let's see what they look like together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Buttery, soft, really soft inside. I'm excited for that. Yes. 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 Lost all the sesame seeds on it, but whatever. It's fucking fine. Okay, so remember, sauce is going to go on the bottom layer. The burger will go on top of that. And then we will build with this, the cheese, and that'll be on it. And then we'll go with the top with maybe a little ketchup, who could say? It's going to be beautiful. And the pickle right on top. Gonna be great. Gonna be great. All right. This, we're gonna dump right into the biter. Look at that. Now, if I was smart, I was telling you I was trying to mimic the recipe from that place that I really enjoyed in Brooklyn. Theirs wasn't a blended texture. He finished his with more red lentil, because it was kind of thick. What's your opinion on the use of potato roll for burger? Potato roll is probably the best burger roll that you could buy in the store. I think everybody could agree that that's the best roll you could purchase in a store for a burger. Anything else is kind of a waste of my time. I'm just cutting up this cucumber because we're going to eat it with the hummus because it's right here. Mukbanging. Yeah. Potato roll is the best store-bought roll situation you can get behind. Okay. A little carrot on there would be nice. I don't think I have any carrots. They're all outside. This extra celery. Perfect. Hopefully everyone is staying COVID-free out there. Thank you everyone who's joined. Much appreciate all of y'all. So keep eating. Alright, tune in to watch me eat. Really great. Nice. Okay, that's good. Nice. Let's drain these onions. Get them ready. Okay. Quick blast. Again, you just want to get rid of that bite, that aggressiveness on the onion. Give them a little tossy here so they're all loosey-loose. That's a lot more onions than we're going to need, but it's okay. Alright, now we're ready to play. Ready to party. Let's get this fucking shit out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Let's focus on the burger. Let's zoom in on the burger. Because that's the money shot. That's what's going to happen. Right? This is where all the dreams are going to come true. We're going to do it right here. What's this? It's hard for me to like get my bearings. Sauce goes here. Cheesy cheese. The other thing that's very important that you need when making burgers at home is a lid for your burgers. When you melt your cheese, you definitely need to lid your burgers. This lid is good for the grill. My pan is too big for that. I think I have a larger lid somewhere. I thought I did. Ah! Boom! That'll be perfect. Great. Alright, so we can start cranking the heat up on this. Let's get this pan hot. Alright? This is where the fun begins. Start the countdown, because once these shit start going, we're eating. Alright, so let's blast the soup while that heats up. It's been chilling over here. We're going to see how it came out. If we need seasoning or not, or yes. Here we go on the soup. Middle Eastern red lentil chickpea situation. Smells fantastic. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. That looks great. Could definitely get diluted. Some water. Don't waste what's in that blender. That blender's full of delicious soup. Run off. Don't lose it. Blast it out. It's like cleaning out the sauce, the tomato sauce can. Look at that. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Okay? Fantastic. Let's give that a stir. Let's give it a taste. I tell you what, it looks kind of like the soup that I'm trying to make from Heights Falafel. It's thicker. I'm sure he added a lot more water. Let's give it a taste. That's for you. I don't know. That's really good. Definitely much closer than it ever was. Needs a pinch of salt. Maybe a pinch of seasoned salt because I have it here. Yeah, that's really, really good. Wow. I'm happy with that. That's gonna be great with a big thing of hummus. If I had the motivation, I'd make falafel. It's not happening. Burgers tonight, baby. No time for that bullshit. Burgers are coming up. Get ready. Oh, let's see the burgers. You want to keep the burgers as cold as possible the last second, so I didn't want to bring them out. Look how nicely set up these boys are. Look at that. Look at those beautifully formed, fatty, speckled fucking specimens. And look how nicely it's gonna fit on the bun once it shrinks up. It's gonna hang over a little bit. You want a little overhang. Mwah! We want this bitch to be raging hot. So hot, your thermometer tells you, dude, what are you doing? A weak 350 is not gonna work for me. Just not gonna work for me. Now, if I was smart, if you were smart, you would have had this cast iron pan. This is why I'm an idiot. The oven was on the entire time, first hour of the program, doing nothing but staying hot. The cast iron pan should have been in there getting hot as fuck. And then I should have taken it out, put it on the stove, fired it, and just jacked it right up real quick, and it would have been good to go. Cast iron takes time to get hot. If it sat in the oven, it would have been ready to go. So think ahead. Think ahead. These gotta go back in the fridge. We don't want these to just warm up all loosey-goosey. This soup is beautiful. I don't need to do anything else to this. I know this is gonna be great. I'll try it again with the seasoning. The only difference between this and the Heights Falafel one is that he would probably blend it like this. I know exactly what he did. Wow, that's really good. He'd blend it like this, and then he would add probably an equal amount of water, and then another like 2 or 3 cups of red lentils, because red lentils cook very quickly, unlike the chickpeas, and they break apart very easily. So just by stirring it, it just becomes a mush. So the texture is really, really nice, and that's what I remember. So that seasoning, I gotta watch the video back. Whatever I did with that, the chickpea and the broth is definitely a huge part of what he did, without a doubt. And I always omitted that. I never did that because I never thought to do that in my previous iterations of attempting to make that soup. Because he just called it red lentil soup, so I was just trying to make a good red lentil soup. Not what it is. Yeah, baby. 460, 480. I mean, we want over 5, so we're getting there. Again, if I was smart and I had that thing in the oven, we'd be in good shape. So that my cast iron pan is heavily seasoned, so I don't really need to add a lot of fat in here. We're not frying the burger. The burger's going to give off a lot of fat immediately also. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, I use this spray bottle of just generic, I'm guessing there's like canola in here right now, just for a little layer of moisture on the bottom. Honestly, it probably doesn't even need it. I almost am reluctant to do that. I kind of just want to go in raw, but we're just going to spray this real quick before we put the burger in, just so there's this fine layer. And that'll be great. We're smoking hot over here. That's what I want to see. Let's get our burgers out. Let's get ready to party. As I took the burgers out, this mustard mix that has horseradish mustard came out that I made previously. Maybe that's going to show up in the burger. Who could say? So here we go. Let's get ready. This shit goes quick. Not really, but you know, it goes. Let's take 2 6.5-ounce patties. Big boy patties. Put them down on foil. Put your other burgers back in the fridge, baby. Alright? We're going to season one side, hit them in the pan, and then season the other side once they're in the pan. What am I seasoning with? Salt, pepper, and I think there's a little bit of onion powder in there. Where'd you get that recipe? That's right. It came from the McDonald's fucking secret sauce fucking website. So big dick, big nuts on that one. All right, here we go. Quick hit of the oil. I guess we're doing that. And then bam. Right in, press it down. Give it a little divot in the middle. Not a lot, not like a golf ball. Turn on your fan. And then boom. Your other one, little divot. Not a lot, just a little. And then boom. Good to go. We're searing, baby. We want about probably 3 minutes on the side. Hit that hard with the seasoning. That's ready to go. Again, this is best done outside, but we're doing it now. Inside. So once we flip, we're gonna give it, let's say we do 3 minutes aside, you're gonna wanna watch the side of the pan, okay? Let's get these ready for glory. Again, keep your eye on the side of the burger. You can see cooking on the side. You want to see the sides get grayer from cooking the bottom up. Get yourself a big-ass spatula like a man. I don't mean that in a feminist-hating way. I just mean get a big-ass ballsy spatula. You don't want to smash it. Just make sure it's making contact. That's where we're going to get that sear. And don't fiddle. Just make sure it's making contact. Make sure it's there. And walk the fuck away. Don't touch it. Don't fuck with it. Just let it be. Quit futzing with it. And then once we flip, like I said, about half the time, maybe a minute in, we're going to put these onions right on top. And then we're going to fucking lay that cheese on it. Hit it with some water. Cover it. And it's going to kind of steam through. What would I also normally do with these rolls? I would toast them. Since I made these, and I made them today, and I want to taste how they are like this, I'm not going to toast them. But normally I would. This is mustard. And I kind of feel like we might put a little mustard on top. That almost seems sacrilege, but it's got some spice. And I'm kind of feeling that right now. Bake for 5 minutes. No, you don't bake for 5 minutes. That's really what it should be. We should call the show Bake for 5 minutes. Sadly, now that I'm a partner, I'm an affiliate of Twitch, I probably shouldn't go and watch other shows and shit on them. Let's take a look at these frozen garbage fries. They're definitely showing up. They're looking pretty good. Wow, that's hot. Just give them a quick toss. Give them a flippy flip. The footprint is shrunk since the ice is now melted. Give it a flip. You can see the ones on the edge are browner than the others. The other good thing to do right now is probably hit it with a little salt. Make sure they're all flat again. They're getting crispy. Take 2 off, try them. Yeah. Truffle fry. It worked. I taste no truffle at all. Fantastic. That makes me very happy. Those fries are crispy and delicious. I'm just going to kill the oven. Let it sit in the residual heat. Because they taste really good where they are. Like a good texture, good crispy. Not soggy, which is what you always fear. We're looking good. Very excited. Special sauce. These are the bottoms. No, these are the bottoms. Bottoms, tops. Do this. Nice. All right, so these are probably ready to get flipped. I see they're cooked about halfway through on the side. Here we go. Let's give you the money shot. You ready for this? Woo! Woo, doggy! Look at that. Look at those fucking... It's heavy. Look at those fucking bad boys, baby. Now, 1 minute on the clock. It's 1:55 on the clock. Get ready with them onion bad boys. This is almost like a smash burger kind of vibe, but we're not smashing it. We're not going to steam the onions too much. They're just going to get a little heat and some of that burger juice. All right? So let's go in. Pop an appropriate amount of onion that you see fit. Okay? You want the onion to be a part of the game here. All right? And now for contrast, we'll put the yellow cheese first. White cheese, tippy top. Pro move. Nah, not beer. Here it comes again. Get the water ready. And we're going to steam out the burger with a pro move. Add the water, cover that fucking thing down. Not quite a pro move, not big enough. That is big enough. All right, so I was wrong. Semi-pro, hack move. Hack fucking move. Clean that off. Wow, does it smell good in here. Holy fucking Christ. Wow. All right. Let's get ready for this. Special saw. Let's get the fries out before the thing beeps. Knew it was coming. Fries looking nice. Look at that. Crisp. Nice. You hear it? Kinda. Can you hear it? Got AMSR this thing? They can stay in there. I'm not mad. I thought they'd be drying out more. They're not. They're okay. One more minute on this. Let's take a look. Woo-hoo! Can you see that? Can you see that? Look at this. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 30 seconds on that. That'll be nice to go. Let's get these ready to go. All right? Special saw. Dollop. Dollop. Not too much. You want to go edge to edge on the base of the bun. If you have a little bit too much, pull it off. All right? We don't want too much. We don't want a layer. You just want a little bit, like that. This is definitely too much. Here, you see it already. Just want a little layer, so it meets with the burger fat goodness. It makes burger sex happen. All right, that's what you want to see. Okay, that's good. We kill the heat of the pan. Just let that hang out till we're ready to put it on top. Let's get the other side ready. The only reason I'm going to put a little bit of mustard on top here is because those onions are not fully raw. But it's going to be like an ode to a McSorley's kind of vibe, because the raw onion with the mustard is always something I liked. So again, look, we're barely putting it on. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. And because I made it, it's a horseradish mustard. It's really spicy. It's kind of what I like. That'll work for me. I'm pleased with that. Top's ready to go. Burger's ready to go. I want to give them a pinch. I'm just going to go with a temp check just to make sure. That's what I want to see. Runny, liquidy juices inside coming out. About $1.30 on there. You just let it finish. I mean, I'm going to eat it like that. It's going to be perfect. But you don't want it to be under. So let's let that. Here's the other bonus move I'm going to do right now. Taking this top off and letting all of this excess cheese that's like right here crisp up without being steamed. And then I'm going to put that on the burger so there's those, the best part of a grilled cheese, the crispy crisp on the side. Turn the fan off. Turn off the fan! The crispy crisp of the cheese that's on the side of a grilled cheese that like hangs off and it burns. We're going to have that on this fucking burger, dude. Fuck yeah! Okay, so let's get the lettuce game ready. We're going to do a pull of the red leaf. Pull of the green leaf. Hopefully I got enough for 2 burgers in here. Red leaf. There we go. Pull of the red leaf. Pull the green leaf. Okay? And then we're going to use the iceberg, if it's in here. Yes, it's in here. For texture. Okay, just grab 1 or 2 icebergies. Okay? And let's cut it. Usually I would not, but we're going to cut this one. I'm just going to do a little shred of iceberg. Okay? Like super finely shredded. Because it's going to be like a lettuce party. Because we're going to put the burger on, and we're gonna top it with this, and in between the 2 layers, let's make a little pocket of iceberg. Because it's very thin. I like a good lettuce layer on my burger. I'm sorry, I really do. And honestly, this burger's gonna be so goddamn beautiful. I don't want to put this even on top. So I might pull the old diner move and put this on the side, and then have the diner, make their burger on their own. Like, like this, like that bit. Because honestly, wait till you see that fucking burger sitting on top of this thing. It's gonna look goddamn gorgeous. And then you put a couple pickles right on there. What is this fucking music? I feel like I'm in fucking Mario Party. Okay, get these buns to the side. Get these over here. Here we go. Look at that. Nicely burnt cheese situation. Just like we wanted. Look at this. That's probably too much burnt cheese, let's be honest. Nope. Nope. That's delicious. Wow. Dude, you fuck with that. You're gonna fuck with this? No, you're not. No, you're not, sir. No, you're not. Come on. Come on! Fucking angry at this. Look how good this looks. Questionably burnt fries. The burger, burnt cheese on the side here. Look, I'm gonna take this off. This one you can see, and it looks kind of gross, but trust me. Look at all this burnt shit hanging off the side. What's going on with that? It's all the burnt cheese nubs. Okay, you don't want it? You just pull off the burnt cheese nubs. You want it though, trust me. Because damn is it good. But for the pic, it doesn't look appetizing, and you weren't watching it, you're gonna be confused. So come on. You're gonna tell me? You're gonna tell me you don't want to party with this fucking burger? Get out of here. Just get out of here. Just go away if you don't want this. I don't know what else there is to be said right now. I don't know what else there is to be said. Can we see this? We can see it, right? I'm not fucking crazy here. Look at that. Can you see? Can you see the amount of onion under the cheese? How important that is. I don't care if you don't like onion. It's really good. Ah, oh, man. All right, let me take a picture for the gram. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think I was going to do the oniony thing today. But you know what? I woke up, and that's what I was feeling, and now we're here. So you're welcome. Okay? That's my story. Let's finish it off. Drive it home. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Oh, I forgot. We have to celebrate. When you're eating burgers, there's one thing that you drink with burgers, and it's beer. But we need to celebrate today. So there's only one thing to celebrate with, and it's champagne. And today we celebrate with this beautiful bottle, the champagne of beers, this beautiful 750 of High Life. This is a 750 of High Life that we will be popping and celebrating with, because that's what you do when you just hit affiliate level, burger party, champagne of beers, best fucking burgers, fucking homemade rolls, McDonald's secret sauce, hummus to your face, sauce from the soup from that place that I liked a lot from Brooklyn Heights Falafel. Shout out to Heights Falafel. And shitty frozen fries. That was super delicious. Cheers, everybody. Congrats, man. Let's do it. Thank you so much for joining the show. Recipes may or may not be posted for subscription peoples. Oh, let me turn that off. Let's make a good bit here. Recipes may or may not be posted for those who have a subscription. So make sure to sub. Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for joining. Stay healthy, stay COVID free. Cheers, champagne and beers. I'm eating these burgers. Thank you so much. Peace. Yeah!